What's up, guys? Um, got a little clip here. A little game that I played pretty well in the beta, whatever the fuck this is. And I got the Overdose guys together to talk about how we feel about Cold War and what we think needs to be changed and whatnot. So, yeah, if you care, give it a listen. If not, just watch the gameplay. It's pretty good too. And that'll be it. Oh yeah, leave a like, please. All right, go ahead.
So Cold War, I was doing really well in most of my games. I was dropping like a 3.0 KD or 2.0 and up. Still really wasn't having that much fun. Like the movement feels like we're going back in time. The gun sounds, the gun looks all devolved. They're not as good as Modern Warfare. The interactions in gunfights were weird. Like, it just wouldn't make sense. Like, it would take like 6 shots to kill somebody, but then I was getting like super bulleted a lot. It was pretty much impossible to recover if you're getting shot first, and it felt very like. And also the deaths, like when you die, the way the game drops a bunch of frames, and then it sounds like you're getting punched. It's like the worst thing I've ever felt in my life. But even though I was doing well, it still wasn't like that enjoyable. It was strange.
So we're going to talk about head camping in this game. So I'm going to demonstrate. You've got a ledge here. Modern Warfare, you're head camping like this. You got lots of area to shoot, right? Not in Cold War. Cold War, you head camp like this. You can clearly, when you're head camped like this, you can clearly see everything in front of you. But everybody else has this to work with. This. Yeah. So what was that map? Cartel. So if you're on Cartel and you're in the watchtower, you've got some motherfucker sitting like this in the watchtower, but he can perfectly see you. So you're getting gunned down like this, and all you have to work with is here. It's right here.
No, that's
right
definitely
and there's
confirmed.
no dead silence. So this motherfucker's up here, and he can hear everything around him. So if you're coming over here to the ladder, he's gonna get down, and he's gonna lay on the floor here, and just shoot the ladder. That's all. And you never die up there. You don't die. And then he's done. He's just head camping again with this, but clearly he can see through the wall.
You know what's really aggravating is even if you're like, I'm gonna kill this dude with a nade, there's almost no angle that you can get a nade to lob up there because it just goes straight through the fucking tower. Because you aim at the tower, you just.
And meanwhile, it's taking you a minute to throw the grenade.
Grenades are terrible.
A minute.
Yeah, grenades are awful. I was having when I first started playing it, I could have thrown 3 grenades in Modern Warfare, but by the time I threw 1 in this fucking game.
The grenades are slower. The animation looks really like mid-2000s. It doesn't look like what an age looked like in 2020.
I really think, and honestly, I'll
it
probably
goes too far.
Yeah, I'll probably get hate for this from like other people because like I feel like we're the only people that really enjoy Modern Warfare, but we were fucking spoiled on the animations, on the gun sounds, on everything.
Yeah.
I think this COD that's going to be coming out, Cold War,
coming.
is literally, it's just Call of Duty.
I'll be real.
It's regular Call of Duty. This is what it was like before.
I do enjoy the gun sounds on Cold War. I feel like they're raw and they're nice gun sounds. You really feel them. But everything else is just awful.
I thought like the entire sound experience was way too bassy, and it was like actually like, giving me a headache whenever I got shot. Like the first time I got shot, and like even if I was gonna die, like fucking kill me, but don't blow my eardrums out and then make it completely silent. Like, my sound felt like it was getting muted every time I was getting shot. It was so fucking frustrating.
Yeah, it mutes your sound, and then it does the sound of you getting punched every time you die, and it's so, like, irritating to your ears.
Gunfights, also, if you get shot at, and you're ADS'd, you can't see anything anymore.
No, you can't. Honestly, visibility of people in this game in general is fucking terrible.
When you're aimed down iron sights, you can't see shit.
Yeah, the iron sights are so bad on every gun.
It's like you're holding the gun like this.
It's just in front of your eyes.
It's like the stock is in your nose.
Like, you're not holding it like this. You're holding it like this. That's what it looks like, especially with the MP5. But like, yeah, it was just
It's
Just
it's
very
not a good game.
strange.
I'm upset I wasted money on that game because I would rather beat my head against a brick. And I'd get the same effect. I'd walk away with a headache.
Visibility in that game too is just like absolutely atrocious.
Oh, there's no
It's
contrast
so bad.
between the players and the environment.
You
No
had to like
contrast at all.
squint, and I physically had a headache after playing today. I had to take a shower again to like just chill out because my
All the
brain was
maps
hurting.
are
Yeah,
unnecessarily
actually.
overcomplicated just so they could add detail and make
Yeah,
it look.
you know what it looks like? It looks like Treyarch tried to make a Modern Warfare map, like literally with.
Oh yeah, I see that. Yeah,
With Miami, Miami is the worst fucking map I've ever played in my life.
Miami.
It is
if you get one of the
fucking
camping
terrible.
spots, you're done. You
You could
stay
sit there the
whole-
entire game. And
And
like,
you
what were
could
you
do
saying about the
what
tip of
you-
your head? When someone's on that
I
fucking
can show you
balcony,
right here. They're on the balcony.
Yo,
Yeah.
the balcony, bro.
dude, that shit is so OP. Like, you literally can't do anything.
I just dropped
Yeah.
12 kills in a row, and people can't shoot me because I'm here.
Yeah.
Have you gotten shot at by guys that are on top? So this building with a second floor, they can shoot through the second floor to the outside middle area of Miami. Through the smallest slit. I will send you a picture of this, and it's going to blow your mind. All you can see is their knees, and they will destroy you.
Wow, no, I haven't
Yeah.
seen that one. I know that, like, I mean,
You'll see,
obviously,
you'll
it's like the first time a lot of people are playing the maps, and like they already found these crazy camping spots. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there's more that we.
This
don't even
game,
know
like,
about.
when Modern Warfare came out, I feel like a lot of people complained that it was rewarding campers because of like how loud everything was, and the time to kill was super fast. But
They were trying to kill running gun.
But then they increased
They
the movement speed, and then that kind of died down a little bit. But in this game, like camping is rewarded like
Dude,
tenfold.
it's so real. Like, people literally have been like, just in Miami. I'm just gonna keep using this as an example because it's perfect. Or on what's that other map with all the grass?
Miami.
No.
It's not
Miami.
It's not the- whatever. There's like that
Cartel?
tower that Mike was talking. Yeah,
Cartel.
Yeah,
it was
it's
that
Cartel.
it was that that little tower that Mike was talking about before. Like, once they get there, they don't fucking leave, and they'll sit there the entire match.
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
Yeah.
the
Because
only
they know
time
they
that
can
didn't
take
happen was playing Hardpoint. Like, Hardpoint, people were actually moving around. I actually liked playing Hardpoint on Cartel. I thought it was fucking awesome. And the other thing, too, is, like, just, like, two other main things I want to talk about is, like, gunplay in general and movement. And let me tell you, movement is
Movement's
a
bad.
absolute fucking disaster compared to Modern
Disaster.
Warfare. It is terrible. You can't even aim down sights when you
Garbage.
stand up from going prone.
Oh,
Oh,
going prone?
waste management.
Going prone? If
Why do
you're
they
trying
even
to
have the
shoot
mechanic
someone-
in the game? Why can you even go prone if you can't even stand up aiming down your sights?
Yeah, it doesn't really.
It just doesn't make any sense. to
Because
me.
your arm
That's
has to
never
swing
happened
out
in
here
any
to
COD.
catch
Why would you?
yourself.
It's not broke. Don't fucking fix it.
No, it's to reward campers. To be honest, it's one of those things that if you do lay down, it's going to be powerful.
They also
but
like
it can't be
this is
used
like a
for running
small
gun.
detail, but like this is just goes in the same theme of like rewarding new players. Is like they don't even show like your deaths anymore, kills.
It
just
yeah,
shows,
so
like,
that people who
your
are ass
objective.
feels like they're doing good. Like,
Just shows like your objective score. They got
There's-
rid of like
In Modern Warfare, jumping and bunny hopping was a big thing. In this game, it just doesn't work properly. If you jump around a corner, you're going to get gunned.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
There's no
Modern
bunny
Warfare.
hopping because you just jump again.
Yeah, Modern Warfare, Mike, was the first COD that allowed that. By the way, like it was
Well, they
never,
should've
it was
kept
never
it.
that serious, and it was because of movement speed. So like because you could tack sprint and sprint faster than a normal sprint, it allowed that. Like the bunny hopping was just a glitch, like a part of the system that they probably weren't.
but it definitely
Yeah, but
rewarded
you
like
understand how
it rewarded like
limited we are now,
advanced mechanics. This game, like if you try to do like an advanced like push to like an angle,
Yeah.
the person just
Can't,
standing and
like-
ADSing will win. It's
So you know, like when you're playing Modern
silly.
Warfare and you can think about what you want to do and you can just do it, right? I
Not
mean,
on this game.
You can't do that in this game. You literally can't.
I was telling Moosey, it feels almost automated. It feels like the game's working for you.
yeah, like
The
you're
game's
kinda, like,
doing a lot of
yeah,
the work for
and it's
you.
telling you
That's
what you
how it
can and
feels.
can't do too.
Yeah.
which is like so.
Like,
Hey
frustrating.
guys, I just want to say one thing.
Go ahead, George.
The errors are the most annoying thing you could possibly get in a game.
And George doesn't even know what the game is.
George hasn't
because
played
he hasn't
the
even been able
game
to
yet.
play
I
it.
can't even play long enough because I keep getting an error to know what the fucking game feels like.
Yeah, literally.
Although, in the short amount of time that I did get to play, like 5 minutes, it's fucking trash. It's garbage.
Yeah, it really does suck. They have to make some serious changes in order to even make it playable. Like, I don't even want to touch it right now.
Listen,
it feels like
I have so much that, like, to say.
You know what the feeling reminds me of? Let me just say this real quick, and then you go, Naj.
Yeah.
Heroin.
It reminds me of like
Heroin.
the glitchiness that PUBG has.
Yeah, it's just,
where like everything is super like weird and like discombobulated.
That's lack
and
of arcadiness, because it's an arcade game is just kind of like it doesn't hold you back from anything. Your movement generally will be the same in all directions in terms of speed, things like that. And they try to make it realistic, so they try to limit you on that, which is that PUBG feeling and that Tarkov feeling. But Call of Duty is an arcadey game. That's what people love about it.
It feels like there's a lot of input lag too for me compared to Modern Warfare.
Yeah, like I mean, Modern Warfare. The good thing about that was like they made it look realistic, but it still played like Call of Duty. Like
Call of Duty.
It was like that perfect balance to me.
So I made sure motion blur was turned off in settings before even playing this game.
Yeah.
But if you had someone and you rounded a corner and passed someone, when you try to turn a 180, everything's blurred.
Yeah,
you can hardly see anything.
That's just like an issue with the graphics. Like they're just not as good.
It's cartoony. It's with different art styles.
I mean, screw the art styles. I don't care about the art styles.
Just so you know, play the game completely broken.
Yeah, it was for me.
I was just upset he didn't get play.
No.
He did a couple times.
I should have gotten it every single game compared to what was shown. And the ones that I did get wasn't even the best plays of that game. Like, I don't know. I just can't feel in good conscience. I don't feel like I can say that it's good. It's just, it's leaving out a lot of shit. Like, I had some beautiful pushes and it left it all out.
Yeah, I don't know. The main thing I will say is that just feels unfinished. Feels like I'm playing a game that's like a year into development out of 2 years.
Like, I would literally be totally fine with them, even like them having my money right now. I'd be totally fine with them spending another 6 months to get the game better.
Yeah,
like I don't want to play an unfinished game. I don't. I'm totally fine.
Weird, bro.
If I got a few more maps from
about
COD 4 on Modern Warfare, I would be totally fine playing that for another 6 months.
It totally feels like a game that was like rushed, underfunded, even though it's like Activision.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me.
Oh, but they weren't full on serious about this thing. They knew they had these shortcomings. They knew about COVID problems. So they definitely scaled back in terms of like how much they could do. They were all working from home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Counter UAVs last for fucking ever, by the way. Just on a technical basis.
I don't think I ever saw my radar work.
Like, they last forever.
Yeah, and they're too easy to get.
And the way that snipers scope in, bro.
Yeah, that rubber band type thing where it just snaps.
It's slow and then it snaps in, and it's like it doesn't.
It's disorienting.
Yeah. I remember when I thought Modern Warfare was like when Modern Warfare when I first started sniping on that, I thought that was disorienting, but this is like bad. This sucks.
Oh yeah,
sniping is actually a chore.
It's clunky.
And the fucking
Everything about
scope
that game's clunky.
on this sniper, the scope is fucking terrible. Like, okay, so like I have an ultra wide, obviously on Modern Warfare. My scope takes up like the majority of the like top and bottom. This one, I have these giant black lines. It looks like a marksman rifle, and I get so many hit markers, bro. Like,
do you know if you're going to be able to change retinals on these?
You won't be able to change scopes according to what's on the beta right now. Like,
because that retinal is fucking that thick.
Yeah, it's super thick.
It looks like it's like one of the hollow sites. It looks like it's a fucking hollow site in the scope.
Yeah.
Oh, it's garbage. Yeah.
I'm not a fan. And the gun art style is terrible. Gun sounds are terrible. I mean, to me.
I wouldn't care about the gun sounds and like aesthetics as much as if the gun play was just better. Like it just the way it looks when you ADS and like the way a gunfight plays out. It's just awkward. Like, if someone gets, like, a shot on you, 90% of the time you're not going to be able to recover. Even if you can, like, outmaneuver them, the maneuver doesn't get rewarded.
Yeah.
Like the person who's sitting and aiming gets rewarded.
Yeah, for
every
like
time.
a Treyarch game, like having all of this health, you would think that you would actually be able to have a real gunfight, but the gunfight is actually stopped by the audio because when you get shot, you can't fucking hear anything, so you're totally disoriented.
You can't hear, you can't see.
And the game like pauses, and then you're just dead.
Yeah, exactly, and so the audio is bad. It seems like there's connection issues.
They took away the aim punch with sniper rifles and gave them to the ARs.
I haven't really
that I was getting
really
on
AR, so.
the M4 that I was using was similar to that when you snipe in
The
Modern
M4
Warfare.
is really not that good in this game. The MP5.
Oh no!
Probably the
Unless
only
you're using
viable
the
gun.
SMG right now, you're not getting fucking anything. From any distance, the SMG is gonna rail you.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to do any like jumping off a building and shooting ever.
And just quick 360s? No, because all the jumping is the jumping is so garbage too. It's like so locked and so bad that.
Yeah, it feels like I'm like what I kind of said. It feels like I'm following like an algorithm, and I'm trying to keep up with it. Like when I do a movement, it's like, okay, you're locked into this movement,
and you can't do anything. There's nothing you can do to stop it.
It's not dynamic.
Exactly. There's no way to
It's not like it's not like I'm moving my thumbsticks and pressing buttons, and it's like instantly responding like Modern Warfare does. So it's like if you fuck up a fight in Modern Warfare, it's like, okay, that was my fault. But in this, it feels like
it was possible to improve.
Yeah, in this, it just feels like that was luck. Okay, he saw me first. All right,
exactly.
It just doesn't. I don't know.
Yeah, like I was getting killed, and I was just starting to run out of excuses.
Same. I think that.
I was like, dude, like, what the fuck is going on? I mean, I had games where I got like 30, 40 kills.
Even if you have those games, it's still like.
Dude, I literally, honestly, like, I want to honestly go back and count them because I feel like I didn't actually get that many kills or deaths. Like, the deaths, I felt like I got a lot more, but that was probably because I wasn't having a good time playing the game.
Hey, idiot, it's not about kills or deaths anymore. It's about how much damage you put down.
Yeah, that's right. That shit pisses me off. Anytime Call of Duty tries to pull the, we're not going to show the scoreboard, the KD, or the deaths, it's going to be something else, it just ticks me off.
And here's another thing that a lot of other people are talking about is, like, they're never going to acknowledge this ever, but the skill-based matchmaking is so aggressive in this game. It's insane.
Oh, dude, I know.
You'll have like 2 or 3 games where you're like top of the leaderboard, triple fragging your deaths, and then the next game you will be getting like just steamrolled. You get like a cut, like it's just weird.
The whole team is better than you.
The whole team is like doing better than you, and it's like you do good, and then the game's like, okay, this guy's doing really good. Let's put him against people that are doing twice as good as him, and then that team will get put against people that are doing twice as good as them. So it's just like everyone is going to be playing against people that are better than them continuously, and it's just not going to be fun for anybody.
Yeah, man, I remember playing pubs on like COD 4, World at War, Modern Warfare 2 when skill-based matchmaking wasn't even a thought. And I wasn't good. I fucking sucked on a controller. I went triple negative for like 6 months on COD 4 before I even had a game where I went even.
You earned your stripes.
Yeah, bud. So like playing these games and like I used to look up to the dudes that were fucking triple positive in pubs. And then I like worked towards a goal to become that, and then I did, you know? And now I just feel like it's just not fun.
I don't like where that goal, if I set that goal for myself in this game, I don't like where it's going to take me. You know, I don't like to think about who I'd have to become to enjoy this game.
You would literally
Does that make sense?
Yeah, you would break all of your peripherals and put a hole through your monitor.
I would just... I'd have to be a different person. I'd have to slow down my blood. Like we had this conversation about how I like to do things fast-paced, even if it's a stupid, like, play, because that's fun to me. And this game doesn't appeal to that side of me, what I consider to be fun.
It's weird
because you wouldn't even be able to control your movement even if you wanted to do it. So
it feels like the game wants to be like a run and gun game that rewards the like fast pace.
But it did do it right.
But like because the movement is so locked and like it doesn't respond quick enough. Time to kill is so high, but it feels quick when you're getting killed because of connection issues. It just is doing the opposite of what it's trying to do, and it's like it's unsure of what it is. Like the game is unsure of what it is.
Yeah, so I would say, like in closing, the game needs audio work, it needs movement work, It needs head glitch issue work, whatever you want to call that. The maps are
It needs
like
It needs a lot more time.
the maps aren't
for
that
sure.
bad. Like what is that? Fuck, I can't even remember the name of it. Cartel is pretty good. I mean, I don't like the grass in the middle, but it's what it is. If they're gonna put a hard point there or something, whatever.
I like
with all the
Satellite.
sand is pretty lit.
Yeah,
like
that one's
Satellite.
good too. I like Satellite, yeah. But I'll be totally honest with you, Miami shouldn't be a map. It's like they just like pick the city and they just want to make a map after it. It's fucking
Yeah,
terrible.
I kind of
It's not
agree.
competitive.
It does
at all.
not
It's
flow
dog
at
shit.
all.
Well,
It's not
it
flow.
would be competitive, and it would be a decent map if they didn't put 17 balconies in it, where you
There's
could
like 80
head
lanes,
glitch
I
with
feel
the
like.
tip of your head.
Yeah. It does
There's
feel like
too
there's
many
80
lanes within
Here's
lanes.
the problem.
That's the issue with that map.
All right, so I had this issue with other CODs, and this is something I found about Miami. Generally, it's the 3-lane rule, and everyone follows the 3-lane rule, which Miami does. But the thing that bugs me is it's too freaking long. So it's like you
All
have
the
almost
maps
a
are too
whole
big.
map in the back for every side of spawn. It's like they have too much wasted space where nothing's gonna happen because everyone's fighting in the middle. And what this
Oh, yeah.
does to the spawns that like really fucks it up is
dude.
it changes
Yeah.
the even. Everything has to be like a yin and yang, like a perfect circle. So if everyone's in the middle and people are spawning super far away in the very back in this complex maze that you're never gonna fight anybody at because it's at the very end of the map, it
Yeah.
ruins the whole experience for me.
Yeah, I noticed myself getting like on Miami on domination, whatever team caps B wins the game because you can't recap it. It's impossible. You literally can't recap it.
There's 40 different angles.
Because
Like,
it's
if you
so
thought
fucking open and like the spot where B is, you're killed from any building.
every
ever.
spawn.
It's just
at
so it's just a
once.
bad
Right.
map. It's terrible. I don't know what the fuck Treyarch was thinking. And honestly, Treyarch usually makes pretty balanced maps. So I mean, the maps on World at War were awesome. You remember those?
Yeah, that was a
Lucy?
great game.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
Pretty
They were
great.
fucking
And even
great.
the first few Black Ops.
Black Ops
Yeah.
1 and 2 were
I keep saying
fantastic.
I'm unactive. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm really disappointed. I mean, I was
Very
never good
much
at
so.
Treyarch games, but this is just terrible. It's a bad.
Here's the thing, though. It's like we
I'd like
weren't
to
even
show
doing
you-
bad. Like
No,
that's the
did you-
thing that's weird. Like
I have-
arcades are great. Naj is already like 17 or something.
No,
And
I
you only
had
played
I
for, like,
just
2
I
hours.
just loaded into a game right now, and it's telling me that my average for this map is 54 kills. So it's like clearly not doing terrible, but I feel like I'm doing terribly.
Yeah,
It just does not feel like I deserve
for sure.
any. Like it just
I mean,
didn't feel right.
I was
It didn't
always
feel like I was
surprised at the end of a
rewarded.
game when I had a lot of kills. And sniping is just so bad, man. I mean, that's what I was.
I
looking forward
think
to the most.
if they fixed the death sound, that would be one thing that they should start with. The way a death feels, it's too like annoying.
Yeah, it is. It actually tilts
It's-
me. Like
It
Yes.
tilts me.
I get
It
pissed.
sounds like I'm getting shot or meleeed, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like
When you get
Yeah.
killed, it sounds like a melee hits you, and the game lags, and then the frame rate drop. It just like it's like a theme of what you feel towards the game in general.
yeah, yeah.
It's like the game. It's just the game is like unpolished. Frame drops. The gunfights are awkward.
I feel like I kind of understand what they were trying to do, but they did not have the time to execute. Like
I mean, I'm still
what
gonna
we
play the
said
beta.
before,
and
it
give
feels
a
like a
shot,
free to
but,
play.
like, yeah, it does feel like a free
Like
to play.
it really does feel like a free to play, to be honest. Like that is the best way to put it. It feels like a free to play.
Like it's not a AAA title. That's what you mean, right? It's not polished at
the
all.
polishing. Something that's AAA titles are AAA because of how arcade it feels. And that's because of the time they put into it to make it feel so fluid. You know
I
what
had
mean?
more fun playing Valorant than this game.
Yeah, I feel that.
Damn.
I
bro.
like Rogue Company more.
When I jump, let me see if any of you guys have the same feeling. When I jump, it feels like I'm about to have the little booster like you did in Black Ops 3.
Yeah.
Every time I jump, it just feels like I need to boost up a little.
Naj,
Yeah.
you're in a game right now, right?
I'm in a game, yeah. I'm
Okay,
just
so
like-
go behind someone that's running and look at the animation and just cry because it's so fucking bad.
It looks like they're like moonwalking on the ground.
Yeah, like they're move like how fast their body is moving versus like how fast their legs are like running. It doesn't make any sense.
No,
Let's see.
they're like
It just looks
the
wrong.
ground is like ice. It's like they're running on ice.
Yeah, yeah.
I just loaded back into Cold War.
Oh my
See if
god,
I
you're
can-
right. Well,
Yeah.
Wow. And kill animations,
bad,
like
right?
death animations, are garbage. Oh my god, I never even noticed that. So you guys said it. Yeah, the speed versus the animation, not synced up.
No, it's not. It's unfortunate. All right, so we're just gonna wrap it up here. Ending notes. I think we already went over. The game is not up to par with what we want to play, and Modern Warfare is leaps and bounds ahead of this game. Hats off to Infinity Ward for Modern Warfare. We will fucking miss you, buddy. I guess we're probably gonna continue to play it. So
we're literally not leaving.
We'll see if the Game Battles ladder stays active because it's gonna be rough. So
yeah, 100%.
Thanks for watching.
Artillery targeting detected.
It's a lot of base.
Artillery inbound.
It's exhausting.
They made the audio very basic, right?
Yeah, I have an attack helicopter.
Axo 3-1 entering AOR. Bangs out. Multiple enemy spy plane contacts.
Skin complexion of his avatar is blended in with the rock. You hear that?
Victory's close. Crush those commie bastards.
Spy plane.
Standing by. Spy plane perimeter established, Angels 3.
Booty cheeks.
Oh, this AK-74U. Absolutely rips.
How did you get one?
From the sniper class.
Attack chopper, fuel
So
reserve.
an overkill one.
Spy plane flight time 50% on my mark.
Taking fire. Bird is bent.
That time I get a fucking kill again.
Mission timeline expired. Spy plane RTB.
Exactly how we planned it. Semper Occultus.
30 and 9, baby. Let's
I
go.
can't believe I made it through an actual fucking
I only
game.
went 14 and 9.
Whoa, that AK looks nasty.
Oh, that's me. Hey, I went past
The guns don't look as bad as I thought they would, though. They just don't sound as good.
Oh no, they sound like shit.
Yeah. The game is very basic. You gotta be able to change that, right? In audio settings.
I hope so.